Hey guys, and welcome back to Hashtag Journey, where we are on the adventure of becoming a pro video storyteller. So as you guys can see, we are not in my normal home studio backdrop today. I'm actually in LiveChat headquarters where we will be filming a cool video for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into this. As you can see, we have a special guest here. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Simon. I'm taking care of social media profiles here at LiveChat and taking care of the right appearance in the digital landscape here.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So today's video is actually going to be split up into 3 parts. And without further ado, let's get into the first part. So guys, the first part is going to be social media trends 2021. Yeah, you heard it from us first. I hope so, at least. Okay, so social media trend number 1. Ephemeral content will keep gaining popularity. Now, the word ephemeral means something that lasts a short time, correct?
Yeah, that's which disappear very quickly.
Disappears very quickly, yes. And I'm actually going to show you guys a graph, and it's basically the substantial rise in Instagram stories daily active users. So yeah guys, those numbers are in millions. And marketers have actually taken advantage of this, and they've noticed it, right? And according to a recent report by Hootsuite, 64% of marketers have actually implemented this into their strategies. So they actually use Insta stories as their strategies, or I hope they will do so. For success as Instagram, we actually also use Insta stories as a part of our strategy, correcto?
Exactly.
So what we actually do is, through the hashtags, through different sorts of hashtags and also location points, we try to lure in the audience so they take an action and they come to our profile, where on their profile in the bio they will find
the proper content to which we linked. So basically it's other stuff which we care, like blog posts, our other YouTube videos, and actual things which happening on our social media profiles.
Yes, exactly, guys. So I will leave our Instagram down below. Please go check that out, and don't forget to click follow. So social media trend number 2, increase in the use of social media for customer service. So social media has actually become a retail platform, a product discovery platform, a customer service channel. Like, the comments have kind of turned into reviews. So brands, please be aware of that. And also DMs, right? Now DMs have also kind of turned into like a customer service pathway style instead of emails. Remember? Like emails back in the day.
Yeah, I think it's not very common maybe to send an email to customer service or looking for a proper contact form on the page. You just go to the Facebook profile and just start a chat instead of looking for a proper contact form as an email before.
Live chat all the way. Okay, trend number 3, Instagram will remove likes. So Instagram is supposed to remove likes globally, and the logic behind that is basically that likes determine a person's social value. Now, we always know that there are 2 sides of a story, of each story, kind of every story. And this might be the situation here, because some people are saying that Instagram is removing likes for our mental health, to help us save our mental health. And the other story, of course, is that Instagram is wanting to make more big bucks. And how? How does this happen? How will they actually make money by removing likes? So basically, brands currently pay influencers to promote their products or service, and they measure this through likes. Now, as soon as Instagram gets rid of likes, the brands won't be like, okay, we can't measure that, goodbye. So influencers might possibly lose their jobs, and brands will have to rely on Instagram ads. So through that, of course, Instagram makes money, and brands will then be able to measure their campaign and the ROI, etc., etc. So please, guys, in the comment section down below, Leave a comment on what you think. Do you think Instagram is doing this to save our mental health? Or do you think Instagram is doing this for more big bucks? What do you think?
Yeah, the truth lies, I think, somewhere in between, because it's easy to get lost into the content on Instagram, especially when you look at likes. Sometimes it's not really. It could be tricky in case of measuring the popularity of content, especially when you have in mind that Instagram may be not full of bots, but many influencers and sometimes companies which don't know how to properly manage it, just buying bots to increase the numbers with artificial intelligence.
Social media trend number 4, technology adoption will be at an all-time high. Social media will see a rise in the adoption of technologies like AR and VR, and actually VR is taking, baby steps, swimming slowly. But augmented reality, AR, is actually implemented already in filters. So, the Instagram filters, like the dog filter, the Disney filter, and the makeup filter, and right? So yes, guys. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, it's definitely going to have more impact in the future, especially when you think about Facebook and the new Horizon VR glasses. And also there is some rumors about Apple bringing their own version of glasses with the augmented reality. So I think it could be the next big thing, like in every single case from Apple.
Ooh la la, ooh la la. Okay, social media trend number 5. I like this one. Video content will dominate. So video content is one of the most engaging forms of content and hopefully will soon dominate social media as a clear winner over other types of content. There's always hope. TikTok, Insta stories, right? Long form content on YouTube. Yeah, so that type. And I'm happy here, because we doing this hopefully. But also, according to a Cisco study, by 2022, 82% of all content will most likely be video content. So guys, brands, companies, listen up, utilize video content. Definitely, to stay relevant, of course. So guys, that was Social Media Trends 2021, and now we will be discussing the social dilemma. So I actually wanted to quote the New York Times on this, if I may. Even if you're the type who's extra cautious about your online behavior, you may be shocked by what you learned from Jeff Orlovsky's documentary. So, yes, I agree. So it is a documentary on Netflix, and it truly did stun many, many people, even who are working in the digital marketing field. It basically states that we are the project, we are the ones watching the ads, and we are the victims of social media. So what do you think about this from a social media specialist perspective? Like, what do you think about the documentary?
Well, if you are running it daily, taking care of social media, maybe it's not something new. You're kind of aware with this kind of techniques, algorithms, and you've kind of new tools for surveillance. But it's kind of could be frightening for people, for a person who not really stick into these topics.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody who watched the movie, at least from my friends who are not in the social media game, not working in social media, they were like, what? Really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and you're also amazed of those facts, and during the watch, I'm just guiding myself and what time should I spend now, or at what time I just grab my smartphone during the whole movie, because it's
It's like an awakening.
Still amaze me,
But like now I'm thinking, because iPhone has that screen time. It tells you basically how much screen time you've used today or this week, and I'm thinking how many hours of that screen time is actually when we're on social media.
It's easy
50.
to measure, but after just only one day, if you look at the stats of social media profiles, it's the main one.
Yeah. Oh, guys. So yes, please go check out your screen time usage. And you won't believe it maybe, like I didn't believe it at first, but it is true. So, try to go outside and play, or even, go to the
Meet
park and
friends
have a walk.
outside, yeah, but with the safety regulations.
With safety regulations taken, of course, or even, have a video call with friends. Why not, right? Part 3. Being a social media specialist at LiveChat. We're going to pick your brain a little bit here. What does your day look like?
Well, it's definitely not a rocket science, but at the same time you must pay attention to the words, the communication, and actual buzz which is happening in the digital landscape. So it's somehow related to rocket science, because you just want to avoid any disaster and major explode on your profiles. But yes, it's just taking the right care of the communication and thinking in advance about the activities and campaigns.
Oh, okay. You say it's not rocket science, but still sounds like a lot of stuff. Okay, so if you had to describe your job in 3 words, what would it be?
Yeah. Well, at first place, it's kind of flexibility in the case of matching different contexts, different occasions, and how to adapt it to your profiles, your company, how to grab this piece of cake in case of, I think, real-time marketing, and how to adapt to your company. Also, kind of patience, especially when you, like we said before, dealing with the customers and providing them the right customer service on the social media profiles. And the last one, I think it's kind of cliche, but it's creativity. But it's a must, I think, in every single position in a digital landscape. Definitely. Even if you are very technical person, it's a must to be in some way creative.
Definitely, creativity always comes in handy. Okay, so what are the tools you use at LiveChat to take care of social media, let's say?
First tools which comes to my mind is this one which organized all the work and content, just to plan everything in advance, and after all to measure the results, measure how our campaign goes, and other tools is just to find the proper proper keywords in digital, mention of your company, and the discussion in which you can just stick in.
So like brands, or companies, so like Ahrefs for keywords, right? For example, and how about the tools you guys use? Buffer, Hootsuite, Loomly?
Yeah, a mix of sometimes is you just grabbing the easy solutions, like planning posts directly on the platforms, but if you want something planned in advance, you're just using those tools because it's the most comfortable, I think, in case you just starting with the big campaign and don't want to pay attention to every single profile.
Which platforms would you say are most effective for LiveChat?
Well, it could be a controversial opinion. No, I think every single platform give a nice opportunity
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on what kind of content would you like to provide, because video has his own rights, text, blog posts, also the different kind of platforms on which they selling the most. But yeah, I think in the case of business visibility and digital networking, the first thing which comes to my mind and every single mind, I think, is LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
And Twitter in case of discussions with customer, and YouTube if we think about the right presence of our products and giving the proper tutorials to our clients.
So guys, to sum up, what are the 3 tips you would give to a beginner, and what are the 3 tips you would give to a professional like yourself to just kind of motivate or inspiration purposes?
Well, it's really hard to imagine that someone is a beginner in case of social media platforms, because everyone is using them daily. But at the very beginning, I would like to recommend just to test new things, observe the brands which you usually don't have many in common, just to differentiate your feed, and just to look for the new things. So like this cliche statement says, move out from your comfort zone. So it also refers to the profiles you observe, just to see and discover new things, not sticking to the brands you love.
So kind of like observation research, you would say.
Yeah, how different companies behave, not the only one you love.
And so what would you say to a pro like yourself?
Say it's also a kind of mixing of the tools, not sticking to the one truth or one tool, because as I said before, it's easy maybe to stay with your tool, with your comfort zone, and we're getting used to the features, but we don't look to the other side of the fence with the tools. So it's nice to have different options, and also planning in advance. I think it's kind of obvious true, but it really helps in daily operations.
Okay, so thank you for joining us today, and thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments section. If you have any questions for Shimon about social media or tools, etc., etc. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button, you guys. And of course, once again, thank you for watching, and this is Journey.